Good morning, welcome back. It is Wednesday. I'm sorry, no, it's Thursday. Wednesday was yesterday and a busy day at that. At any rate, I'd mentioned earlier in this week that I had got some mail in from a viewer. We had worked out a trade, some die cast for a die cast and some cards. Excuse me. So I will present to you here what I picked up in the trade from viewer Dylan C. I'm not going to say your last name unless you said it was okay, but they can find you in the comments of various things. Dylan had been watching some of the videos back in the archive and asked me questions. He actually found me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. We messaged several times back and forth. And he's asked me questions about diecast and so forth because he'd went through many of my older videos of doing diecast reviews and flea market finds and that sort of thing, and we just struck up conversation about it. So he found some cars that I had and asked if they were, on the trade, if they were available. I looked to make sure that I had extras because most of the time, if I have extras, then absolutely extras are always, in consideration for a trade or a sale or whatever. So he picked out a couple that he liked, and then he showed me some stuff that he had. So anyway, we're gonna start off with this diecast, and it's a winner circle. I believe it's 2004. I've got my contacts in, so I can't see. Yeah, 2004, and it's Dale Jr. I believe that's the Busch Series car or Nation. Yeah, it would have been a Busch Series at the time. But the camera again doesn't do this car justice. But I really like. It's almost a metal fleck paint job. But of course, he had that Oreo Ritz Nabisco sponsorship. There you see Post, Fig Newtons. Snap-on's the one anomaly out of that. What do they have on the deck lid? I didn't even look at that. I'll look at this off camera so I can see it. Nutter Butter and Vanilla Wafers, or Nilla Wafers as they called it. But yeah, definitely Team Nabisco there for Dale Jr. So I'll probably have to put that one up on the wall over here with some of the other Earnhardts that are living over there. But we got a stack of cards here that we'll go through. And I kind of separated these out. So you got Ken Delco. We got a few NHRA cards. I can't remember if this was 91 or 92. He's also listed as Kenny Delco on some cards. Gary Densham. Don't know a lot about these guys, but I remember watching them race in the early 90s. We have some of this all-world racing from the early 90s as well. Kevin Cogan, he's got a few IndyCar wins. I think does he only have one win maybe in 1986 at Phoenix? I know he won his first race 86 at Phoenix, but I can't remember if he has any more or not. Former Indy winner Gordon Johncock, 73 and 82. Gary Bettenhausen, of course, he tried for years and years, did not win the big race. Dean Hall, kind of a journeyman driver. Mo, two-time winner, 89 and 93. We have a checklist. I believe that's Ari Leyendijk's car for... Oh, I can't even remember the team. It wasn't Patrick. Ken, you'll know. You'll be able to tell me who it is. Who is that? Granatelli. I think that's who it was. Granatelli's team. Lloyd Ruby, one of the many legends that raced at the Speedway for years. Randy Lewis, another journeyman driver. Jeff Andretti, the son of Mario, brother of Michael. Tony Bettenhausen, brother Gary Bettenhausen. Johnny Rutherford, I believe he's a three-time winner. I know he won in 80. And I can't remember the other two, maybe 75 and I can't remember. I know he's got at least 2 wins, maybe 3 at Indy. Then we got some cards here, and these would have been the ones that would have been in with the diecast. Kind of like this one has the hood, and you can see back there in some of those other ones, we got a few here that are the ones that came with the cars. But there you see Kyle Petty. We have a winner circle. Rusty Wallace. Doesn't have it on the back, but it does have some cool little facts there about Rusty. We have a Dale Jr. Filter Time. Earnhardt's first ever iRacing diecast, so that was pretty cool. And then, and I probably have that one over here hanging up on the wall somewhere if I look for it. Yeah, it's over there in the far corner. Daniel Suarez, Xfinity Series champion. Then the ones that started it all, racing champions, got Dale Jarrett. This would be from 1995, his only year in the Haviland car. What I liked about the Racing Champions is these are good for autographs. And then on the back, it does have a facsimile signature, and it's very basic information, their hometown, name, and date of birth. Got Rusty Wallace. They did this style, I think, in 93. Or no, it'd be 94 because he's in a Ford there. So 94 or thereabouts. Got Bill Elliott. This would be 91, 92 because he's still in his Bud uniform. Oh, wait, let's take that back. Again, 94 because of the Rusty. Jeff Gordon, definitely 94. We got Sterling Marlin. Again, this is a Hot Wheels Pro. Now we're getting into where they actually put the years on it. 96 preview. Curtis Markham, he was driving for Hensley Racing at the time, the Lysol car. From what I understand, Curtis was blind in one eye. There may be some people that can confirm that. Kevin LePage drove his own car, the Vermont Teddy Bear car. Bill Elliott, a 96 preview. That's a nice shot. I like that image. Then we have Phil Parsons. This would be 1998 with that 50th anniversary crest. And I'm trying to see who his sponsor is. Honeywell. So I'm trying to think, was that in the 64 car that he was driving in the Busch Series probably? Now we got some traditional racing cards. There's Bob Johnson, longtime crew chief. And then we still have some racing champions. The Thunderbat. I guess Bob Johnson just slid in there. There's Kevin LePage once again. I believe he was driving her Doug Taylor's number 40 car. Now we got some press pass. I believe these next couple are rookies. Wayne Anderson, who is a Slim Jim All-Pro champ, and Sean Woodside, who is the Winston West champ. I always liked press pass base sets because they would have these different touring series and other NASCAR series champions, and guys would get a card that would probably otherwise not get a card. There's Chad Little, 96, so this is going to be Busch Series, I believe. Yeah, Busch Series car, or Busch Series card. Todd Bodine drove for Butch Mock in the Cup Series. There's Rusty. H.B. Bailey. H.B.'s son, Joe Dan Bailey, was on the Scene Vault podcast this week. They had first of 3 interviews with him, and they talked a lot about HB's career. So I learned a lot about HB that I did not know. So it was a very, very good interview. I'm looking forward to parts 2 and 3 of that interview, where they go more into Joe Dan Bailey's career. Rusty Wallace, Did You Know, from 95 Upper Deck. Then I believe this is 96 Max Medallion, or 95 Max Medallion, Todd Bodine. And with the Max Medallion set, they had these little bars in the back that represented the car colors. Another Todd Bodine. And on the back of their cars during this time when they ran the factory store sponsor, they had different vendor sponsors there. You see Scott Paper Products. They also ran Adidas. Tom Peck, longtime Busch Series competitor. There's Rusty Wallace again. And another Rusty. Wheels American Thunder. I think it says 03. No, 05. Okay. I had the O part right, so we were halfway there. Cale Yarborough passed away, last year? Can't believe it's been almost a year. Wow. Jeff Bodine, race number 8 at Martinsville in 1990. He won 3 races that year. I believe he swept both Martinsville races, and then he won at Pocono. Fuel mileage win. There's his crew chief that year, Tim Brewer. Brett Bodine, also in 1991, won race, his only Cup Series win at North Wilkesboro, but this card's from 94. Excuse me. Panorama, Press Pass Panorama, Jimmy Johnson, 2005. So he hadn't quite got to championship status at this point. 97 Racers Choice Thunder Road, Rusty Wallace. We have a 97 Action Packed Bobby Hamilton. This is a checklist. 1995 Finish Line, I believe it's 95, Bobby Dotter. We have 96 Finish Line Super Truck Series, Troy Beebe. 91 Pro Set Chuck Ryder. Again, back to 91 Max Danny Lawrence. Look at that archaic little computer back there. It looks like he's getting ready to play Oregon Trail or something. Jimmy Cox. Stop sign man. Now they have a light at the end of the pit road, but for many, many years there was a man with a stop and go paddle. And if you go back and watch the 1985 Northwestern Bank 400 at North Wilkesboro. There's an incident where Kyle Petty kind of ran the stop sign, and he had an onboard camera, and Jimmy had to jump on the hood. We have a Jeff Gordon Press Pass Dominator 2003 year in review, so it'd be a 2004 Press Pass. Don't know that I've even seen that card before. Pretty cool there. Terry Labonte Action Packed Stars 1995. And then they did this thing where most of their cards of this particular subset, of course this is 94 top 10, you have the driver in the foreground with their uniform and their sponsor hat, and in the background just the driver in his racing helmet. We've got a Tony Stewart from 2006 Press Pass. I believe this was ones that were either Walmart or Target exclusives, and they were in the blaster boxes. They were in cello packs. There's usually 2 or 3 cards in each pack, and drivers in these sets usually included drivers like Stewart, Gordon, Dale Jr., Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, maybe Ryan Newman, a few others in there. Pretty cool insert sets. And then we end with a Dale Jr., 1998 Busch Series champion. This is out of the Junior Motorsports set. And I can't see what year it's from, but pretty cool. Bunch of cards there. Have to get those integrated into all of my piles. I really like that die cast. They'll probably end up on the wall soon. I just have to move some stuff around to get it on the wall, make it fit, and make it where it's with the other Earnhardts. So Dylan, thank you for the trade. Appreciate it. Had a lot of fun chatting with you while we were getting to that point, and I know we will continue to chat over there on the Twitter machine. But hope everyone out there has a great rest of their Thursday. And make sure if it's my channel or other people's channels where they're talking about cards and diecast and whatever, don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, I like that card or I like that diecast. Is this something that's available? You want to make a trade? You willing to sell? There's a lot of people out there that I think that would or might sell something. Just initiate. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be shy, because the absolute worst somebody can say is no, it's not. And if you ask me, hey, is this diecast or is this card for sale or for trade? I'm either going to say yes or no. And the absolute worst I can say is no, and the best I can say is yes, and then we move forward. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be shy. But I do want you to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. We're so close to 2,400 subs. When we get to 2,500, we will do a giveaway. We'll have fun with that because I know people like giveaways. And I've got a nice idea of what will be given out for that 2,500 sub mark. But anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we will see you at noon for Fast Packs.